A Florida officer was killed, and the man that's responsible for it was arrested. Check it out.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Vanessa Rufus. We start tonight with those shocking moments in Gastonia. Right now, as we speak, a man accused of killing a Florida corrections officer is now behind bars after his discovery in a quiet neighborhood in our area. He's waiting for his first appearance Monday in court. WCNC Charlotte's Anna King shows us more about the manhunt.
Gastonia police and multiple other agencies worked together to arrest Grant, and neighbors tonight are telling me they're grateful they got a handle on this so quickly.
It is scary, I don't know what the world coming to. It just ain't safe nowhere, really not safe nowhere.
Early Sunday, residents in a Gastonia community woke to a surprise.
They had a road blocked out here early this morning.
Blocked off so officials could arrest 29-year-old Demaria Grant. Grant made his way from Duval County near Jacksonville, Florida, and was wanted for second-degree murder, discharging a firearm from a vehicle, possession of a firearm by a felon, and aggravated assault.
It was scary because my granddaughter had been trying to call me. I seen her number, but then I didn't think nothing about it.
Answer your phone. When the granddaughter is trying to call you and they're calling you back to back, answer your phone. I'm not even sure if I can get my own mom on the phone on the first try. I should test that. Let me see. See if I can get Mom Dukes on the phone on the first try. She was trying to get on my head this weekend talking about, Anton, you don't never answer your phone. I said you be calling me when I be live streaming. I'm going to see if I can get her on the phone. Old people always think that it's cool to just send you the voicemail. I'm trying to get in contact with you.
Well, Anton Daniels, how are you doing today?
I'm live streaming. I just wanted to test to see if you was even going to pick up the phone. I'm about to get off.
Ooh, you ain't right. You ain't right. That's okay. It's like that.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you when I'm done.
Okay, you're wrong though. I'm gonna get you. Bye.
Bye. I just wanted to see if they was gonna answer. I just wanted to see if she was gonna answer. She answered. Okay, she still loved me.
My daughters called me, tell me about it. I said, well, I ain't seen nothing.
The second-degree murder charge was for his role in the murder of a corrections officer in Duval County. According to authorities there, Brad McNew was shot during a domestic incident at a gas station yesterday morning. Surveillance video of the shooting shows a man pointing a gun in the direction that police say McNew was at the time, before police say Grant got in his car and fired the shots that killed the officer.
I tell people all the time that police officers are under attack, and they said, I ain't right. Police officers are under attack, and people don't realize that officers are often at times the ones that suffer the most, and they have the highest mortality rate and the highest divorce rate and the highest everything. And so rest in peace to the officer. I'm glad that they found the guy that did it, but there's so many more guys that probably need to be arrested as a result of it. Let me go back to that first story of the DTE worker, because I want to keep y'all up to date on what's happening in these streets.
The victim of this horrific murder owned the pawn shop behind me here in Hamtramck, and the Oakland County Sheriff's Office told us on Friday him being a small business owner could be the reason he was targeted. On Sunday, authorities announced that one of the two suspects involved in this man's death has been charged with murder, with robbery being the underlying felony on the murder charge. Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard says 37-year-old Carlos Hernandez and an accomplice posed as DTE workers on Friday in order to get into the victim's house in Rochester Hills. Once the two men were inside, they allegedly tied up the victim's wife and then murdered the victim, who has been identified as 72-year-old Hussein Murray. Hernandez was arrested on Saturday in Shreveport, Louisiana, after local deputies spotted a vehicle that matched his car's description. Police are still searching for the other suspect in this case. Now listen to what Sheriff Bouchard had to say about Hernandez's criminal history.
He did have a criminal history. As a matter of fact, there was outstanding warrants for him out of Ohio. And that also helped us in the process to get up this nationwide manhunt before even we had our warrants in hand.
Now, keep this in mind when it comes to DTE workers. The company sent us a statement saying that if any worker is going to show up at your house, they will call you first. Now, if you are unsure if someone is who they say they are from the company, you can call DTE and they can tell you that, or you can check their badges.
I have been getting so many alerts and so many notifications from DTE saying, hey, man, if anybody posing as a worker, it ain't us, because we going to call you before we ever come. And it's crazy, bro. It's crazy because this man probably been being cased out, and they probably was looking for him and finding his home and stuff and set him up and had this elaborate plot. Now you got life without parole, and you got some time to get that weight up off of you. And meanwhile, you created a widow because somebody was a small business owner and you seen him as a come up. So, yep, that's what happened. He owned a business, and now that more of the information is starting to come up, is making sense. And then last but not least, a community is divided over a group of juveniles who allegedly assaulted a mother. Check it out.
Criminals out of our kids. You know what I'm saying? And they're growing up now young thinking that they can get away with the little things. But when you threaten a lady with a baby.
Fox 45's Vincent Hill continues our team coverage with more on the reaction. Vincent.
Well, Kai, some say the kids were too small to really do anything, but others say size really doesn't matter.
It's the video sparking debate on social media since Fox 45 reported on it earlier this week.
They're so little.
Captured on camera, two very small juveniles following a Canton mother into a restaurant after she says they threw a bottle at her and threatened to harm her 11-month-old daughter. Fox 45 showed the video to this father.
You know, I've got two little ones. I would say my wife would be scared.
And asked if the size of the juveniles matters based on the claims of a physical assault and a verbal threat.
It just depends on the situation.
Size does not matter. If you do a crime, that's it.
But not everyone, like Larry Pender, agrees.
They say they're gonna snap the kid's neck. If that was my wife or my daughter or my mother or whoever, I would smack out of them because it's not fair.
Pender says he's lived in Baltimore his entire life and has never seen the problem of juvenile crime as out of control as he says it is now.
I've been living here 70 years and I ain't thought about moving up until this would happen.
Listen, it's a lot of things that people ain't never seen before, but they gonna see it now. A lot of people be like, man, I've been living here all my life. I ain't never thought that I would ever see this in my life. Oh, it's gonna be a whole lot of firsts. It's a lot of firsts that's happening out in these streets, big dog. I'm telling you, whole lot of them, including that black earring that you got in your ear. Go ahead and get that up out of there. You're a little too old for that earring, big dog.
Pender says current juvenile crime laws are setting up juveniles to fail.
You making criminals out of these young kids because they feel that they got the opportunity now. Nope. Oh, I'm gonna get out the hour.
Nope.
It has a message for two very powerful parents.
I'm putting it on their doorstep, the governor and the mayor. If that was your daughter or your kid got hurt, what in the hell would you do?
I don't know why people always put it on the legislators and the mayor and the governor. And don't get me wrong. I think that they have to make sure that they support the community by creating laws and supporting police officers and making people pay for the crimes that they have to pay for. But they don't know how to proactively fix you in your household. How come people are not putting it on the parents? And they always want to put it on the community. They want to, oh man, it's this, it's that, I'm putting it on the mayor and the governor. No, it's the parents. Who are the parents of these little demons that are running around and causing chaos and destruction and feeling like they have the ability to follow a woman and her toddler in the store and then assault her? Don't you know that these same little knuckleheads is going to grow up and they're going to be taking your hubcaps off of your rims? But no, then we become the bad person when we tell the reality, but we have to react to the problems that they create within your culture, and then we want to blame the legislators as a result of it. No. We're not blaming nobody else. We're not blaming the governor. We're not going to blame the mayor. And don't get me wrong, I have no problem holding accountable a lot of the people and all of this other type of stuff. But nope, we're not going to hold the legislators accountable for what you got going on in your household. My daughter would never, ever, ever think about doing something against somebody else because she already know that if she was to get home and that was to be happening, that I'm going to take her out way before the authorities get to her.